Welcome to Warships Legends. Right here is, it is the New Jersey. I'm just gonna say New Jersey because we all know it's a collaboration. But this was, I forgot which wave. I don't know which wave of AZURE Lane it was, but yeah, this is where I make a mistake, but don't really lose that much hit points I don't really lose that much hit points of my mistake. But yeah, this is where I am low tier, not really. Okay, the Italian battleship hit me, but it just kind of harmlessly bounced off the nose, and well, we all know what happens. I thought I could take on the Italian battleship, then yeah, tier 8, best not. But that lion will get him. Not get him, but you know, that lion, he'll get something at the end. And it's a tragic ending. What happens at the end. But anyways, just what happens at the end is so tragic. I didn't even want my team to capture any base. The base I didn't want my team capturing. But, well, we all can't have.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, that's one boat I don't have, but I'm sure to get it someday. But yeah, anyways, back to the match at hand. This is the very first time in the New Jersey. I got fully modded out. All the mod slots, and I just put it at the epic mod, I think. Now, I'm not sure if I put epic mod on, but it just doesn't make any difference. Anyone could do it if they have enough steel badges. There are videos on there. From other people how to upgrade your standard to epic. And if you have enough steel badges laying around, yeah, you could just put it up to a legendary. That's where it always goes up to, from your standard mod, like your standard main battery reload mod, to the epic and to the legendary. But I don't prefer legendary because I just prefer the the epic, because, well, one, it's just better for me. Well, for me, I just prefer the epic because it's, it's just basically something I prefer, instead of the legendary, I don't need the legendary tier, not tier, but I'm just not someone who doesn't need the legendary mod. But yeah. Anyways, I've found someone I thought I could Citadel. I thought I Citadel'd him, but turns out I didn't. But the Harbin, I could predict a Citadel from him because I've always been able to hit Harbins and get Citadels, if not Dev Strikes. But if it's not on the first time hitting him, you could imagine the second time. There's always a round 2. And then what happens if you leave it up to your team, to the people around you to deal with him? If he's not on much hit points, let's just say if you turn your attention to the hipper and you look at the Harbin, you'll just see what happens.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
I don't think anyone's doing their job on the team to actually win, because that Harbin has his hit points, and that's just, to me, that's just not acceptable. But anyways, there, he's gone. He's out of the game. But anyways, this was the best I got in the New Jersey. This is the best. And trading blows with the Lion. And anyways, yep, it turns out I did upgrade it to the epic, but I did not upgrade it to the legendary. I do not go for that. But I don't really have the Lion, but I do know he is a British boat, and they are Citadelable. Their Citadels are easy to access. And let's just say I was looking at the map and saying no. I just want one more round to shoot and it ends. But anyways, this was after the Iowa. Anyways, stay tuned for more Warships Legends. Stay tuned for more. Peace.